Hello to Jade Gibson. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks very much for having me.
Thank you for chat to you today. So, continue roughly, how long have you been a singer-songwriter for?
Oh, look, some would say from the day I popped out of the womb, but I've been professionally singing in pubs and clubs in my little area of Australia since I was about 14. So, over 10 years now.
So, have you always been a country singer?
Look, I think when I was growing up, I didn't really know what genres were, and I definitely didn't grow up in a house of country musicians or anything like that. But I fell into country music when I was probably in my teens. Pretty much when I started gigging, I just kind of fell in love with the genre, or I had a couple of musicians that I already really liked. I mean, Taylor Swift was becoming very big back then as well. I always loved the Chicks and Keith Urban, and yeah, it kind of just developed from there, and really, yeah, never stopped loving country music from then.
So, what was it like getting into the recording studio when you recorded your debut single called The Great Unknown?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I actually wrote and recorded that song in Nashville. Like so long ago now, in 2018, and I was just a little baby then. And I really got to do the proper studio experience. I saved up all my money that I made playing in pubs and clubs over here, and I wanted to do it the right way. And we got the musicians in the room, and we made the song, and it was a really special experience. And I'm really glad that I did it right the first time because I think now music it's a lot of computers and a lot of online sort of stuff, and it there's nothing like getting a bunch of musicians in the room together and seeing what happens.
So, what was it like to record your debut EP called The Great Unknown?
Yeah, same thing. I mean, we were all in the room together and throwing songs out there and seeing what stuck. So I had a really amazing experience, and one that, yeah, it was a long time ago now, but I'm still really, really proud of that body of work.
So, can you sing what it's called Country Mile?
Yeah, yeah, I sure do. Country Mile is a song I think I wrote during the pandemic with one of my really good friends from the States. And by all accounts, it's been my most popular song that I've written and recorded. I think it really speaks to people. It's a song about like not caring about the drive because you just love the people that you're going to see and it's always worth it. In Australia, everyone lives so far apart from each other and we often do have to drive long distances to see each other. So I really do think it hit really well with my Australian audiences.
So, COVID must have been quite hard being a singer-songwriter, a musician.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I mean, sure, it's very hard. I mean, you definitely don't get paid much for this. I wouldn't tell anyone who I wouldn't tell anyone who thought it was an option to do music. It can't be an option. It has to be your life. I could never see music not in my life, and that's why I'm a musician because it's how I communicate, it's how I live, and it's how I breathe. Because it is tough, but it's also very, very fulfilling, and it's a beautiful thing, music as well.
So, where do you get your inspiration to become a singer-songwriter?
Yeah, oh, I mean, I suppose my biggest influences are people like Stevie Nicks and Taylor Swift and Maggie Rogers and Keith Urban. And I don't come from a family of musicians, but I come from a family of music lovers. And they really instilled the love of music from a very young age for me. So I definitely take inspiration from their love for music and the way that we share music within our home.
So, I mean, the single piece called Down the Road.
Yeah, I've got a song called Down the Road. That's a song I wrote a few years ago, actually about my long-term partner, because funnily enough, this is a very Aussie story for you. We grew up about 20 kilometers apart, and we didn't know each other, and we met when I was 21, and I was just like, oh, where have you been all my life? And coincidentally, he was just in the next town over. And so that's what Down the Road's about. It kind of makes a bit of a joke about the fact that, oh, my life, I think it's very human to want to find your person. And I was always looking for my person. And coincidentally, he's just in the next town. So it's very Australian.
So, tell me about your latest single called Perfect Crime.
The Crime. Yes, that's my latest single. A very exciting one. This is my actual first outside cut, which means this song come to me already pretty much fully done by some amazing singers from some amazing songwriters in Nashville. My producer and I, we wrote a bridge on it and we brought it to life. And it's a really, really fun song. It's all about modern dating, and it's just a bit of an eye roll, and it's a very fun summery song. We're going into summer here, so it just felt like a good time to release it.
So, what's it like to be a independent artist for you?
I think as an independent artist, you've really got to find a balance. There isn't a lot of money to be made through actual physical music. So if you want to be an independent artist, you've got to work, and work means gigging. Luckily, I love gigging, but I do know some artists that would rather have their weekends and they don't want to do what we call cover shows, which is longer shows where you sing songs by popular artists. I've always loved singing covers, and I've loved singing my own songs. I mean, I just love music, so I don't mind what I sing. So I'm happy to work and I'm happy to drive, and that has really helped continue to fuel my career and allow me to continue doing what I love and releasing music, but it is really costly. And so I think there's a lot of people that, will try really hard for a few years and sink a lot of money into it, and then they just disappear off the scene because, yeah, it's really, really hard out here. You've got to be able to fund it and really stay in the game.
So, did you come across RTC Records and Rock This Country, Nardia Drayton?
Oh, how did I come across Nards? Golly. A few years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I participated in a competition here in Australia. It's kind of like a mini X Factor or something, but just for country music. It's called Star Maker. And when I came out of Star Maker, I had Country Mile ready to be recorded and released, and I needed someone to help me get it out to radio, get out to people like you, and yeah, but I found Nadia, and we've been working together for a long time now. And she, yeah, really campaigns for my music and pushes it out there to radio all across Australia and media all across the world, which is really cool.
So, have you done any gigging in Nashville?
Yeah, I have. I mean, like, America is a hard one, obviously, because if you don't have a green card there, you can't get paid. But I got to do a lot of little performance opportunities, a lot of writers' rounds, which is where writers will come and play new songs acoustically in a bit of a round. So with other musicians, I've done a lot of them. They were like my favorite gigs. I just loved doing them. And I used to do a little cover slot at a spot in Midtown, which was really, really cool as well when I lived there. But yeah, the musicians there are just insane, and they really do challenge you to grow.
So, have you got any upcoming gigs you want to promote?
Yeah, I mean, I am really, really lucky. In March next year, I'm going to be performing at probably one of Australia's biggest country music festivals. It's our big international country music festival, if that makes sense. It's the one that brings out the most international acts. It's called CMC Rocks. Headliners next year are Riley Green and Jordan Davis and Old Dominion. And I'm really, really lucky I'm going to be on that lineup for the first time in my life. It's a bit of a dream gig, so that's a really exciting one.
What about any thoughts of coming to the USA to do some gigs?
Oh, look, I would love to. I would love to. It's kind of just like when it happens for me, I suppose. I've done a lot of traveling when I was younger, and I am starting to slow down. But look, if a gig came calling, I would never, ever say no. And I would move a world to go overseas and play again.
So, finally, can you tell me this? Where can I find you on your social media?
Yeah, look, socials are everywhere. On Instagram, I'm at That's Jade Gibson. But if you look up Jade Gibson, my name, I should come up. And I am Jade Gibson on Facebook and on YouTube, Spotify and Apple Music and TikTok and all the places I'm around. I'm there.
Thank you for chat to you today.
Lovely chatting to you. Thanks so much for having me.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Goodbye.
Nice work. Thank you. Have a good one.